Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a good morning. It's a bit chilly out. I can feel the wind, and my letterbox is going mad. But it's nice to see you all here. So I'm going to be working today with my flower cards and my fairy cards. So hi, and Andrea. Hi, Davy Jones. Hi, Shanley. Shanley, are you still here? Hi, Patrick. So I'm going to try, if Shanley's still here, I'll go to her. But if she's not, then I'll go to somebody else, because she was on very, very early. Okay. Not coming to me then. Okay. Davy Jones, let's come to you. Davy Jones, this is your card. And it's a marsh orchid. Isn't it pretty? Lovely, lovely white flower. And the affirmation is, I love and honour the earth of which I am part. And that is quite nice, really, because people always seem to want to do things their own way. And I feel you do as well. This lovely flower is only small, but it is usually in fields. And the bees and the birds love the nectar from this lovely flower. It is so small, though. But I feel with you, you're just at the moment, you're feeling a bit down in the mouth. So have you had a few issues with health or something? But I know there's a lot going on in your life that you just need to just push yourself a bit more. Davy, I have a lady here with you, and this lady, mother or grandmother, a lady that absolutely loved to feed you up. She said she had to have you ready to have some food. And the food which she's making your biscuits and she's making your stew. But she said, we have to build you up so you're getting better yourself. She's saying here that you have been through a difficult patch and she just wants to bring you the healing which she knows you need. The lady is about 5'4". She's a lady that is so with you that she's just holding you in her arms. And she's saying here, your strength is in your knowledge, and your knowledge comes from what you have learned from family. Davy, she said that you have had to take a step back from a situation. So whether it's a situation, work condition, or something that is not feeling right with yourself. But she's saying here, never, ever stop worrying about yourself. You have got a long way to go. And she said, always trust in yourself. I'm given Catherine. I'm also given as well the name of Mary, and I want to give you Jeannie. We also have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman was in the Navy, and he said that he loved to be out on the beach on a lovely stormy morning or a stormy evening. He said the way the sea came up and the way the waves came, he loved it. And I feel that he was in the Navy. Davy, he gives me David. He gives me John, and also he gives me Albert. He loved to be outside in his garden, especially so he could do things his own way. He said about taking things back, and this is what you've got to do. You have to take things back on board for yourself. I've asked for something special for you, and I am given bluebells. Now, bluebells always mean to me healing. So I want you to use them thoughts, that love that you're getting from the spirit world, and just take that time for you. All right, sweetheart? So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Can I talk to Andrea Rees, please? Andrea, I'm going to give you one of my fairy cards. Okay, so you have got the angel of pure intention. Look at the beautiful white. But can you see also the greenery that's around her? So she's very much an angel that likes to look after you. I see the purple, the blue, the green into her wings. But all around her, I see the greenery of Mother Nature. I see also the fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. And this is what I feel is needed around you today, Andrea. You are a strong lady. You give a lot of yourself. You do try and give people exactly what they need. But sometimes you feel as though you fall behind the wayside. But I want to say to you, it will get better. You just have to trust in yourself a bit more. So I have a lady here with you, and this lady is mom or grandma. I'm given the name of June, Margaret, and also I want to give you Dorothy. I feel with this lady, she had a cancer condition before she went to the spirit world, but she was such a strong lady. I can see her, washing clothes. I can see her hoovering. I can see her doing everything in the home because she was such a strong lady. She's saying here that you are very much like her in the sense that you always hold yourself back. You don't let people see the true Andrea. She's saying here, stop bottling things up, allow it the freedom to breathe. And this is what she's saying to you. Time to get yourself back to be able to breathe for yourself. Okay, I have a gentleman here with you now, and this gentleman is mowing the lawn. I feel he loved to always make sure that his garden was full and refreshed. He's showing me growing vegetables, growing flowers, cutting the lawn. He was always busy, but he loved to always be outside. He's saying here, your strength comes from in here. And I just feel with this gentleman, he absolutely loved you to bits. I'm given the name of Ted. I'm given also Michael. And I want to give you John. Andrea, time to get yourself a pack of angel cards. Take those on your own journey. It will help you. Always be yourself. Don't let others push you back. Because you know, Andrea, you have got a lot to give. I'm hearing singing, so either you like singing or this gentleman likes singing. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given pink roses. And the pink roses are for the love of spirit and also for the maternal love and family. So take everything on board, sweetheart. Make yourself the person which we know you can be. All right, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, can I come to Patrick, please? Patrick, I'm going to give you a flower card. Patrick Monaghan. You're welcome, Andrea. Good morning, Patrick. Right. You have the lupin. Look at that lovely lupin. The pink, the purple. And look at the back of it. See all the greenery. This is like life and having life. And it says, as I connect with nature, I enjoy harmony and balance. But as I see this flower, it always is so beautiful until it starts to go to seed. But the seeds are seeds of change for you, but also about spreading the seeds. I see the grasses, and I see that Mother Nature is holding you in the palm of her hand. I feel you've got a lot to do in this life. And I know, as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, that there's a need for you just to show others that you have got a long way to go. This beautiful purple and the pink is coming together to show your spirituality. Your spirituality comes from learning, tutoring, and finding. Right. I feel with you, sweetheart, it's time to say, oh, good morning, Pamela Greta X. Thank you. I'm feeling pain in my wrist. And I feel this is a lady in the spirit world that had arthritis or she had rheumatism in her wrist. And it is in the right wrist. I'm feeling quite a lot of energy coming from it. So are you suffering with your wrist as well today? It's like the coldness that is hitting the bones and the bones are retaliating. But I just feel with you at the minute, you have been going through like a system. And this system is about taking you in a different level. Maybe it's to do with your healing or it's to do with your trance work. But I'm seeing you going to a different level. My hand is very, very painful. So I know that the healing is needed around me and around you. You are a creature of habit, but sometimes you want to find you again. Oh, it was a few days ago, was it? Okay. I want to say that I have this lady I have with you is your mum or your grandma. She's got a pot on the cooker and she's making stew and dumplings. She said she went to the butcher's and bought scrag end, if that makes sense. But she always made a really good stew. She said we didn't always have a lot of money, but she said by buying the cheaper cuts and cooking it longer, we had a beautiful food. She said, I have to give you Livy, I have to give you Anne, and I want to give you, well, I know Lorraine is your wife. But is she suffering a bit at the moment and needs the healing? So we'll send her some healing. I also have Olive with you. Okay. I have a gentleman here with you. And I feel that he kept pigs. And she's saying about the pigs. Well, he is. It's a man. But she stood next to him. And she's saying that we have to get the pigs fattened up for Christmas. So then other people had part of that pig. She's saying about making salt pork. That's fine. That's what I was hearing. Lorraine was suffering. But do you understand where the pig was salted and you'd be about 9? But she and he are together. And I want to say this is dad and mother or granddad and grandma. Yeah, salted pork, because this is what they were showing me. It went to other families as well. So whether there was a corporation where the pig was bought and then it was given out, everybody worked together. Okay. I'm given Walter. I'm given Peter. And I've just been given Albert. In a barrel, was it? They just showed me cutting the pork up and then salting it to keep it fresh so that it was ready for Christmas. Oh, they did share everything. It is so nice because I can see them just there. The gentleman is very much a man that liked to do things for his own people. Okay, Patrick, look to now the end of the month where things will start to feel better for you. I'm shown a jumper with a big hole in it. This gentleman used to wear all his old clothes. Okay. I've asked for something for you, and I am given a rose quartz. This rose quartz is for your healing. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Pamela Greatorex, please. Giving you a fairy card. You have healing. And it is the beautiful lavender colour. But there's the beautiful rainbow at the top of her head as well. Can you see? As I see this, it says, now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. But I see the rainbow and it's going from hand to hand to hand to hand. Are you suffering with headaches at the moment? Because I just feel I want to give you some healing. I've got one hot hand and one cold hand. So I know I need to bring the healing up to here. Okay. The saying here, and I knew the healing was there for you because that is what I was given. You've needed courage this last week courage to do things your own way. But sometimes you don't always see what's there on the end of your nose. I also see a telephone, and this telephone is ringing and there's nobody there. You've had that quite a lot just recently. But it's only spirit playing about. I have a lady with you, and this lady's about 5'3", 5'4". A lady that would always be doing things. I can see her with a duster and she's polishing. I can see her polishing the brasses because I see brasses on a leather, and also little ornaments that were brass. She's also showing me copper jugs. So again, you must remember the copper jugs. I know as I look at that card for the healing, I feel she needed a lot of healing before she went to the spirit world. She's saying about loving yourself for who you are. She said you are a strong lady, and she just wants you to know that you have a lot to do with this life. She's saying here, your strength comes from the knowledge you hold within. Pamela, she gives me the name of Mary, Margaret, and Anne. And she just brings all that love for you. I'm feeling palpitations. Is it you that's having palpitations, or was it her? She also gives me Vicky. So I don't know whether there's a Victoria or a Vicky around you at the minute. Pamela, she's saying there is a lot going on with you and you don't like people pushing you too far. The wind is really blowing my knocker on my door. I want to get up and answer it, but there's nobody there. So this is what I'm feeling with you. There's been things happening and I don't know. It is just there. I have a gentleman here with you, and the gentleman gives me the name of Peter, Tony, and Tom. He is saying to you, you've got to get your life back on track. So maybe if Vicky is needing some healing, just send out that thought. But you've got to get back on track, sweetheart. And this is what this lovely, lovely gentleman is telling me. I also give him John, the name John. And again, I want to give you Michael as well. Time to take a back seat and find you again. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given carnations. So I don't know why, but I just feel you have to take a back seat for a little while till you find yourself again. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Shanley, are you still here? Shanley? Yep. Okay, I'm giving you a flower card. Oh, you've got the lovely daisy, the oxeye daisy, look. Isn't that pretty? The lovely daisy. Remember as a child making daisy chains. This is a time of taking things back for you. As I see this, each petal, he loves me not. He loves me not. I feel you've been going through a challenge, challenges around you. I have a gentleman here with you, and this gentleman, as he comes forward, he is saying to you, come on, get back out and do your things again. I want to say this gentleman would either be a father, a grandfather, a brother. But I know that he was very, very much a gentleman that loved you to bits. So I know there is a lot going on in your life, but you have to find your own way. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to find your own way. You having a few problems within a relationship and you don't know which way to turn? Well, the gentleman with you is saying, trust in yourself. You will find your way. Courage, he's saying, courage. I am given Michael, Tony, and John. We have a lady here with you, and this lady would be a mum or a grandma, a lady that loved to do things for you as a little child. She's showing me you with a doll's pram. So I can see you pushing this little doll's pram. She's saying you are strong-willed. But she says at the end of the day, you have to trust in you. She said about knowing where you're going next. She says, don't worry, you will be shown the way. I've asked for something special for you, and I am given a hydrangea. Well, the hydrangea is such a beautiful, strong flower, and it always means to me innovation. So you've got a lot to do with your life and find you again. And the color of this hydrangea is a pretty blue. So it could also be for healing. So maybe you need healing for yourself. But to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Ian Fawcett, are you still here? Ian Fawcett. Can you let me know if you're still here? Your spiritual path. Let's see what goes on then. Let's see. I'm giving you a fairy card. So let's see what your fairy card gives you. It gives you protection. Look at those beautiful colours. They're all the colours of the rainbow. Ian, I see here the purple, which is your top chakra. We have the indigo, which is your eye. We have the red for balance. We have the green for the heart chakra. We have the yellow for your solar plexus. And we have that touch of pink that goes with the green that says your heart is in the right place. And then we have the blue, and this is about speaking out. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So this is probably telling you you're on the right track, but you just need to follow your own dreams. Let's see how far you can get on your spiritual pathway. Ian, they're showing me a circle of friends. So are you sitting in a circle with friends? You also should read a few spiritual books. And one of the best ones I find is The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. That tells you you can overcome all difficulties. You can find you. Right, Ian, I've got a lady here with you. Wife, mother, grandmother. A lady that was very strong-willed. She always wanted to tell you that she was part and parcel of your life. She was a lady that gave a lot of herself. I feel she had a problem with her chest area because I'm feeling a tightness around my chest. I am given the names of Margaret, Diane, and I also want to give you Anne, so I know they're connected around your ear. I'm also shown the seashore, so I feel you should get out more onto the sea and just show and allow the energies to come into you. You are ready now to take that next step. Trust in your guides, trust in your helpers. Show others that you are strong. Right, we've got a gentleman now with you, and this gentleman was very close with you. He liked to drink or 2 or 3. He liked to be out and about. He brings you an elephant, and the elephant means to me energy. It also means as well that you have got a long way to go on your spiritual pathway. But the elephant is there for your love and everything that happens around you. This gentleman gives me John. He gives me also the name of William, and he gives me also the name of Mark. So look to the next few months where things will happen differently around you. I heard the song, God Be With You Till We Meet Again. So I know that's all about you. So take time for you. I've asked for something special for you, and I am given buttercups as a memory. But also that beautiful yellow is for your solar plexus. Always go with your gut feeling. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I come to Shell Ann, please? Shell Ann. Ann Ivor, I will come to you next, okay? So Shell Ann, this is your flower. It's the allium. It's a flower that has so many petals and it goes into like a brush. It is so pretty because when it comes, it is a beautiful blue. It says, I act, think and feel as part of the whole. Well, that's the affirmation from here. But I see this beautiful purple pink. And that is for your healing and your love. I know as I see this, I feel that I just want to give you a bit of a lift, as though you've lost something and I need to lift you up again. I've also, Shell, got with you the lady that had problems with her tummy before she went to the spirit world. She was a lady that loved you to bits, and it's either your mum or your grandma. You're welcome, Ian. I know as I talk to you, this lady is out and about. She's doing her shopping. She loved to be out and about, and I feel she used to take you with her. She always wore a penny in the kitchen. She always was busy in the kitchen. She's made you jam roly-poly as a memory. I'm given the names of Jessie. I'm given also the name of Anne or Annie, and I'm given Margaret. I'm told to say to you, stop struggling, things will get better. As she steps aside, I've got a gentleman here with you, and this gentleman was either a father or a grandfather. He was a hard worker, and I can see him coming in from wherever he was working and washing his hands before he had his tea. This gentleman is showing you his garden. I see gooseberry bushes. I see strawberries, and I also see an apple tree. I feel that he loved to do things for family. I also had quite a lot going on for him. He gives me the names of Bill. Oh, for goodness sake. Excuse me a minute. Oh dear. Do you know what? I haven't seen family for so long, and then all of a sudden I'm getting phone calls. So it's making me feel I'm blessed, I suppose. But as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, this gentleman is very much, he liked to give you the best he could. Yeah, he said his granddad, and he said you always were trouble, and he's called you trouble. Okay, as I said, I've given you Bill. I want to give you Tom, and I also want to give you John. I've asked for something special for you, sweetheart, and he has given you some beautiful blue dahlias. And I said about the dahlias, he said, yes, she needs some healing. So I'm giving you that for healing, sweetheart. So I'm sorry I had to interrupt with the phone call, but it is a time where you need to find yourself again. All right, Shell? So take care. Everything will be better. And can I leave that with you? Okay. Shanley, you've had a reading, sweetheart. Okay. I was talking to somebody else, I said. Anne Ivor. I'm talking to you. Anne Ivor. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you a fairy card. All right, sweetheart. And this is about your pathway, isn't it? Maybe to do with love. Let's see what the card says. You've got come together. Can you see? It's like community. I see a gentleman here that is part of your picture, but I also see you as a person that is nonchalant. You don't know which way to turn. Do you need to stay in this relationship? Or do you feel as though there's a little bit of a loss here with you? I see the fairies are all in a community together. And it says about coming together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps you to get the job done. So in your relationship, have you been going through where you need him to help you, or you need people just to say to you that things are not the way they are? But I just feel with you, sweetheart, that you have to trust in your own instincts. If you think something's missing, then he's not for you. If you feel that it's going down a spiral path, then it's not for you. But what this card is saying is about working together. Maybe you can find a place within yourself where you can find the true you again. This is what they're saying here. It's up to you. If you want it to work, then you have to work together. And that's what that card is saying about coming together. Sometimes you feel as though you don't know which way to turn. If you're not sure, then take my advice. Let it go. But if it is your choice, then you have to work with it. You can't just pick and choose willy-nilly. You have to be with yourself. Okay. What I feel with you, though, sweetheart, is you've got trust issues, and these trust issues come from the past. But if you was to start to believe that you can do it, you will do it. I know you're asking about your relationship, but as this card is saying to you, it is to do with trust issues, bringing yourself back. And if you feel that it's not going to develop, then find somebody else. Right, I've got a lady here with you, and this lady is your mom or your grandma. She was a lady that would always be there, and if you had anything to say, you would ask, and she would give you the answers. She said you have to trust in your own intuition, and for that, she's given you some lovely daffodils. The yellow is for your solar plexus. Go with your gut feeling. If you think it's not right for you, then it's not right. Just remember, Anne, you are part and parcel of this situation. It's up to you. She's very much a lady that absolutely loved you to bits. She is giving me so much love for you. And I asked her the question about your relationship. She said, if you think it's wrong, then it's wrong. And I know as she's talking to me, she's just given me the name of Eileen. She's just given me also the name of Mary, and she's just given me the name of Sue. So take those lovely daffodils. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Zach. Can I talk to you, Zach? Are you still here, Zach? Please let me know if you're here still. Okay, Zach. I'm choosing you a flower card. Oh, and you've got this lovely, it's called a lost strife. And it is so, so beautiful. And it is a wild orchid. Can you see the beautiful colour? And it says, I accept my deep connection with everything around me. So, Zach, you've got a lot going on in your life at the minute where you don't know which way shall I go. And it's like you're wavering. This beautiful purple flower is about your spirituality. Maybe it is time for you to join a circle and enjoy what the circle will give you. Maybe it is time just to say to self, I can do it and I will do it. It's like you're up and down like a yo-yo at the minute. And by looking for you, you have to find the true you. You hold yourself back too much. But at the end of the day, it's all about you. And we want you to start to get back on track. I have a lovely lady here with you. And this lady said she passed quite suddenly. And I know this lady with you is a mother or a grandmother. She said you have to trust in your own instincts. She said you have to start to be yourself. Oh, you got your anxiety. Because the anxiety comes because of things that happened in the past. But you are on the train now. The train which shows you that you can do whatever you want to do. She's saying here that there is a time of change coming for you. And she said about going and talking to somebody who can help you. Maybe a bereavement counselor or somebody that can show you the true way and the true meaning of life. I'm given Margaret, I'm given Anne, and I'm given Jean. I feel with her that she showed you the way. She said she did her best to develop you in your own way. She said you've always known there's another world. You've always known where you're going. She said she worked with spirit and she knew exactly what was going on. I've asked for something special for you, and she has given me some bluebells. Well, the bluebells for me always mean healing. So, Zach, take the healing and the love from your mum. She's with you every step of the way. She said, trust in yourself. And she said, get yourself to speak to somebody and talk it out. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I come to Angela Diane, please? Angela, I'm going to give you one of the fairy cards. Okay. Oh, you've got wisdom. Angela Diane, I'm talking to. Your card, everything is green, and that means love. I see the owl, and the owl is learning. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy, the wisdom to help you with a challenge. So I feel you've been challenging yourself, but you haven't known which way to turn. The fairy is showing you she's turning away, and she's inviting the owl to help you. She said here that you are strong in mind and strong in body, but you just need to start to believe that you can do it. I know as I'm talking to her, this lady is saying that she was strong-minded and you are very much like her. This is either your mum or your grandma. I am given the name of Olive, Jessie, and also I want to give you Annie. Angela, there is some things happening around you where you feel, can I, can't I? And I want to say, yes, you can. You can do whatever you want in this life. I have, with this lady, she's showing me knitting. She loved to knit. And she also loved to do things in the home. She also loved to make cakes. And she's saying that when she made cakes, it was for the family. Okay. Right, I've got a gentleman here with you, and this gentleman is in his garden. He's tying up his roses. He's cutting down branches off a tree. I feel he was always very, very clever in his garden. He gives me the names of John, Arthur, and also it gives me Tom. So I know they're connected around you. I've asked for something special for you, and I have been given the beautiful, beautiful, and I want to say it is beautiful, blue hydrangea. And that means innovation, healing, and love. I want to give you the hydrangea, the blue hydrangea, to bring you healing, which you need at this moment. Take the love that is being given, and can I say thank you for working with me? Okay. Can I come to Jeanette, please? Jeanette Cullen. Right, Jeanette. Oh, you've got the lovely arum lily. Look at that beautiful lily. It's one that smells and is so delicate. You're welcome, Angela. Jeanette, this lily is the name of lily. Also, this beautiful lily is memories of past. It says, in my awareness of each perfect moment, I find peace. And I feel this is what's needed around you today, a bit of inner peace. I've got a pain in my diaphragm. So it's either pain from anxiety, or it is one of those hiatus hernias. So it's either the lady I have with you, or it is you yourself. I see a door being shut firmly. So maybe you have to shut the door to the past to find the true you again. You are going through a stage where you don't know which way to turn. I'm hearing blessed memories. So you have a lot to do in this life where you need to find you. I have a lady with you, and this lady, she is very strong-willed. I feel she would say it as it was. If she didn't like something, she would say. If she had things to do and she didn't want you to do them, she would do them herself. She loved ornaments. She's showing me little tiny figurines. So she kept quite a few. And I feel you were one of these people who bought her little figurines. Ah, Lily's your granddaughter, is she? I want to take you on a trip. I feel you're a lady that just needs just a bit of a push in the right direction to get you back on track. But the lady's saying to you, I have to give you Joyce. I also have to give you the name of Annette. And I want to give you also the name of Martha. So I know they're around you. We also have a gentleman here. Husband, father, brother. He was a gentleman that had a cancer condition. He left before his time. He loved motorbikes. And he loved to do things his own way. He was strong-willed. But he also loved to always be around family. As I said, I'm being given the names of Peter, the name of Joe, and I've just been given Malcolm. So whether they're family members or friends of the family, I don't know. But I know, Jeanette, you have to start to trust in your own self again. Each brick that's taken to build a wall is for you. You have to make the decisions to what you need to do. I've asked for something special for you, and I am given yellow roses. And the yellow roses always mean to me, always go with your gut feeling. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Ashley Allen, please. Can I talk to you? I'm giving you a fairy card. Right, you've got precious time. So you need to take time for you. We have the owl. The owl is for timing and for learning. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 clocks here. Are you somebody that holds yourself back? Are you a person that needs to take time for you? I'm given 10 past 5. So I know 10 past 5 was either a birth or a passing. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to be waste others' time either. But I just feel when I see all these colours, all the colours of the rainbow are around you. So each chakra is open to you. So I feel you've got a long way to go on this planet. I feel you need a circle to help you to move forward, Ashley. But whatever you do, it is up to you. Nobody else can show you something different. I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, that the lady I have with you is either your mum or your grandma. She was a lady that loved to make chocolate cakes. And you all used to love her chocolate cakes. She used to make other cakes as well, but her chocolate cake was important. She's saying here, you have the gift, use it. Ashley, I feel as though I'm in a sense of not knowing which way to go. Maybe it's to do with how your life has changed. But she's saying here, she loved you to bits. She gives me Rose, she gives me Margaret, and she gives me Dorothy. So those names are around you. You also understand that time is of an issue with you. You can't just sit back and hope that it'll go away, because it won't. It's up to you. It's your life. Do it whatever you will. I ask for something special for you, and I am given daffodils. And the daffodils are that beautiful yellow, and that yellow is to say to you, always go with your gut feeling. So we'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Deborah Chapman. All right, Deborah. You have got the foxglove, the healing card. And it says, I embrace my own gift for healing. But when I look at this beautiful foxglove, it is showing you you've got many levels to do in this life. You've got so much to do and working with others and finding yourself, that the foxglove is there to help you to progress. Because if you look at each level on that foxglove. There's also, this is the flower that makes the beautiful honey, because the bees love the foxgloves. Sweetheart, I feel with you. I need to get you back on track. It's like you're holding back for some reason. It is time and a challenge. The challenge will help you to move forward. I have a lady with you. And this lady, she had problems with her head before she went to the spirit world. She either had a stroke condition or she had a tumor on the brain. I want to give you Betty. I want to give you Margaret. And I want to give you Peggy also. I'm closing my eyes because my eyes are sore. And I feel this is for you, that your eyes have been sore just recently. I just feel with you, sweetheart, you have to find the true you again. The lady with you is Mum or Grandma. She was a lady that absolutely loved you to bits. And she's saying about it, loving yourself for who you are. I have a gentleman with you now, father or grandfather. He gives me Robert before we start. And also he gives me the name of Bill and Brian. So I know they're connected around you, Deborah. He's saying to you, trust in your own intuition. Don't let others push you too far. He's showing me doing things in the garden. He loved to always show you, when you was a child, how much you needed him around you. He was a hard worker. He always used his hands. He was always busy helping others. But Deborah, he's saying to you that things that happened around you, you will get better at finding yourself. I've asked for something special for you, and I am given blue hydrangea, which means innovation, but it's also for the healing. So you need healing around you at the moment. And the gentleman is saying he loved any kind of flowers, and he just wanted you to know that. He said, precious memories, sweetheart, precious memories. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, everyone, it's my time is up. All I want to say to you all is have a lovely Mother's Day, all those who are mothers. And until we see each other again on Wednesday, good afternoon.